Hello everyone, this is V and we are here for the spotlight video for Sweden. Let's jump into the thick of things.
All hail the transcendent
Sweden,
of the Swedish Empire,
not
and her most
a
distinguished
really great
politician,
civ as you
whose
will
during your reign that
immediately
Sweden
see.
emerged as one of the greatest
We
powers
have
in Europe,
two units
who in no small part
among our
through your
specials
wisdom
and
were
that
on and
rarely
off the
bodes
battlefield.
well.
As king,
Sweden has a tundra starting by us. We didn't get it, so that's always something good. And well, you will often find yourself with very difficult, complicated starting positions. Although tundra does mean that you will likely have a lot of resources, so that's a good thing. So we have an atypical Sweden start here with this opening. Sweden's main ability consists of two parts. One is you gain 90 influence when you gift a great person to a city-state. Not really important for most great people, but it is absolutely phenomenal if you also go fight. You will be getting a load of great generals, maybe great admirals, and if you can gift those to Sweden, then to city-states, then they will be your allies for a long time to come. It's definitely something you can do. One of the tricks Sweden can do that way is open this thing for a free great general, gift it for example to a religious city-state, and that means you can use that to get a religion. So that is a possibility. I won't lie to you, it's not great, but it is an option, and it's something that you should be aware of if you intend to play Sweden. Generally though, people play Sweden for the second part of the ability, which is 10% boost to great person generation for every friendship you maintain. So this can be quite impressive. I have played games where this runs up to 50%, and if then you focus on generating great people with all the possible bonuses in 5 or 6 cities, then you get a huge amount of great scientists. You also get additional let's not make that. Let's make that. You also get additional writers, etc., etc. So Sweden is, for that purpose, pretty strong. The condition, of course, is maintaining friendships, and that is not always a trivial matter at all. Though let's not be overly negative. It should be possible to get at least 2 or 3 friendships in an 8-player game. But of course, 3 friendships are not that easy to hold, especially throughout the game. Early on it could be moderately easy, but it gets harder later on as the civs become more directed in their ideology, when religion starts spreading, when proposals are made that you might need to vote down, etc., etc. So, it's the only thing that Sweden really has going for it. Of course, the combination of the two makes it pretty good.
shall
It's one of the better civs for a diplomatic victory, that much is certain. The other two things are units, and that, as I mentioned before, does not bode well. The Hakkapeliitta is a replacement of the Lancers. Let's open this up. So we have the Great General combat bonus, so we get extra experience for generating Great Generals. We transfer movement speed. How does this work? If the Great General starts on a tile together with the Hakkapeliitta, then it gains the movement of the unit. So that makes your Great Generals a little bit more mobile, which is good. And yeah, there is Formation 1, extra combat strength, you know, the usual stuff for the mounted units. So yeah, it's a regular Lancer that just transfers movement speed. It doesn't really do much else. Generally, you might want to make one to escort your general, but even that's stretching it, as war rarely moves at such a pace that it is required. So yeah, this is definitely not great. And the second one is the Carolean. It's a Rifleman replacement that starts with the March promotion. As you can see here, it doesn't really do anything different. So it has 2 movement, it has nothing else except March, which is fine, of course. I believe that it gains this ability when coming to an upgrade, so you can avoid it with your musketmen and then have a very strong Caroleans. So a free promotion along a path, but well, this is not really that big a deal. Again, we are talking about an industrial era unit. This unit is completely obsolete by the time we get here. It can be used as a healer, but if that's the case, then having the March promotion doesn't even matter at all. So it's a small bonus at best. As you can imagine, this means that I don't rate Sweden very highly. I think it's one of the weaker civs. You can make use of the friendship bonus occasionally, but I would not rate this civ over a 3 out of 10, which is not very good, of course. So yeah, it's ideally suited, I guess, for a sort of mixed game with city-states and warfare, maybe, but I don't think it's very effective at that. The best thing to do is just make some war and then use the generals to get more city-states on your side, and well, that's about it. So a civ without a lot of special stuff going on. Yeah, 3 out of 10 for me. Hope it was useful, and see you next time.